Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel. Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. This is the Franchise Stars Baseball League World Series for Year 1 of the FSBL, Game 2. Game 1 saw a shocker. The Oakland A's, with the biggest blowout of this entire postseason, a 14-1 drubbing of Carl Hummel and the San Francisco Giants. Rube Waddell was exceptional, struck out 13, allowed a run over 8 innings, and the Oakland offense banged out 16 hits, plus they drew 10 walks in an absolute pasting of the Giants. But you still only get one win, regardless of the margin of victory. So the A's have the 1-0 series lead. The Giants turn to Tim Keefe. Keefe has been their best starter here in the postseason. He's a perfect 3-0. The A's will counter with lefty Grove. Giants will look to get the series even before it heads back to Candlestick. World Series Game 2 ready to start. There you see Grove, 3 starts, is 0-1, a 3.26 earned run average. Good start his last time out. It's been a little bit up and down, which is much like his season. He was 13-10, a 3.60 ERA during the regular season. Alvin Dark, batting .326 in the playoffs, will lead things off for the Giants here as we get underway. Thank you for joining me here for this afternoon broadcast. Getting Game 2 in before I head off to work, Dwayne Mart's YouTube network, Bernard Strong Sports Replays, joining us here in the live chat. Great to see both you gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully anyone will go and check out both of those fantastic channels. Good guys doing good baseball content. Dark flies one to right, Jackson has it, and there's one away. And if you are watching and you have not subscribed as of yet, I hope you will. We'll go to the Giants lineup here quickly. Dark, Thompson, and Mays, Ott, Posey, and McCovey, Bobby Thompson, Freddie Lindstrom, and Gary Matthews. So the E is going to back-to-back left-handers to open the series with Waddell and Grove. You hear me talk about the live chat. The chat is for subscribers to the channel only. So if you subscribe for 5 minutes, you can participate in the live chat going on here with the other subscribers to the LSU. That ball's hit pretty well out to right, but Jackson gets a good move on it, puts it away, and there's 2 down here in the first. Here's Willie Mays. Mays, 233 in the playoffs. He was torrid in the division series, not so much in the championship series, but he has hit 5 home runs and driven in 11. Had a pair of hits in the Game 1 loss. Giants only had 6 hits as a team. Mays fouls this one off. Count goes to 1-1. Grove into the full windup and delivers. Big curveball cuts inside. Mays watches it. It's 2-1. Fastball there, misses down low, scoots away from Shang, but that's irrelevant with nobody on base. MV joins us. How are you, sir? Great to see you as always. Thanks for checking in. Mays, fly ball to right. Pretty deep. Jackson's going back on it. He's looking up. It's off the wall. Mays around second. Willie Mays digging for third. They're just going to throw it home and cut Mays off there. Willie Mays with a 2-out triple here in the first. He did not miss a home run by much. This one certainly looked like it was heading out, but you can see the scoreboard above the wall. If that ball is a little bit to the right, it's out of here. So Mays pulls in at third with a triple. Here's Mel Ott. Ott's postseason average is down to 200 at this point. He also did not have a great end to that championship series, but like Mays, he's got 5 homers, 8 RBIs. So when he's hit, he's been productive. Kind of been all or nothing. Did have a big hit in the Game 5 clincher over the Cardinals. So Grove is ahead of Ott 0-2 here. Crowd here in Oakland on its collective feet. Here's the pitch. Ott, fly ball to right. Hooking, that's going to end up in the stands. To the wrong side of the foul pole. And the count stays 0-2. It's there, jam shot. Popped up just outside third. Baker going back on it, he can't get it. It dunks in inside the line. That's going to be an RBI from Mel Ott. Throw in the second from Ricky Henderson is offline. It's a bloop double for Mel Ott, and the Giants are on the board here in the first with a 1-0 lead. Ott got that one off the end of the bat. Frank Baker went out for it, was unable to come up with it, and Ott never hesitated. So Ott pulls in at second with the 2-out double. Here's Buster Posey. Posey batting .316 in the playoffs. Skies this one to center. Tilly Walker comes on. He'll get there. Puts it away, and the side is retired. So a pair of 2-out hits from the heart of the order get the Giants on the board early. Head to the bottom of the first. Giants 1, A's coming up. So here's Tim Keefe. Keefe 3-0, 3 starts in the postseason. 1.57 earned run average. 0.83 whip. Keefe has been exceptional, and they're going to need him to do that today as they try to get back on track. Here's Ricky Henderson. Henderson had a big game 1. Got his postseason average up to 271. First pitch, Henderson swings and fouls it off. Goes into the line. Henderson in the squat. Somewhat of a squat. Crouch is a better term. Squat's the catch. 1-1. Curveball there, misses down low. Keefe will throw an assortment of curveballs. Slow ball as well, and then he'll try to dial it up when he needs it. And that's where he needs it. The fastball gets it past Henderson. 2-2 the count. Pitch from Keefe, breaking ball, Henderson, ground ball to first. McCovey has it inside the line. Steps on the bag, and there's one away. As Dwayne Martz knows, yep, 2 outs. 2-out thunder, kind of thunder, bloop thunder from the Giants. For the A's, lineup Henderson, Walker, and Fox, McGuire, Baker, and Jackson, Campaneris, Danny Murphy back in the lineup, Wally Shang behind the plate. Danny Murphy, 0-56. So far in the postseason, he was benched. Marcus Semien replaced, Campaneris technically replaced him. Campaneris went in to play short. Semien moved over to second. Murphy moved to the bench. Here's Tilly Walker. Walker has had a terrific postseason, batting .385. Fastball from Keefe. Puts it past Walker. And the count is 1-1. Apologies. Text from the wife. Another high cheddar there from Keefe. Walker misses it again. 2-2 the count. Another high fastball, and Walker chases, swing and a miss. 2 down. Keefe goes up the ladder on him, picks up his first strikeout.
Batting first, the first baseman, Jimmy.
And be curious about Keefe's control. He's been great so far in the postseason. Here's Jimmy Fox. Fox 238. 3 homers, 7 RBIs. He hit the 3-run shot in the first inning of the Game 1 blowout. That triggered everything. Goes here down the left field line, hooking just foul. There's a shot by Fox into the gap. Thompson's going to chase. He's going to watch it bounce off the wall, though. Fox around first. He's pulling into second. And Jimmy Fox has a 2-out double here in the bottom of the first. Fox scalded this ball into the gap. So just like Willie Mays, look at that, 110.7 exit velo off the bat. That was a rope from Fox as Mark McGwire steps in. Just like Mays, big 2-out hit. We'll see if the A's can get Fox around like the Giants did to Mays. McGwire, 237, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. Both of those homers came in the division series against the Angels. McGwire fairly cool against the Indians. 1-2 the count as Keefe puts it past him. Breaking ball swung on and missed. McGwire goes down. Nice curveball from Keefe. Gets his second K and the side is retired. So Fox's 2-out double goes for naught. We head to the top of the second. San Francisco 1, Oakland nothing. Here's Willie McCovey. McCovey 306, the National League home run leader during the regular season. He's got 4 in the playoffs. All 4 have been solo homers. He hit one of those in Game 1, the only tally for the Giants. First pitch from Grove in there for a called strike. One the count. Breaking ball, McCovey fouls it off. Vast foul territory area, but nobody has a play on it. Looked like somebody with a glove out in the bullpen was moving for that ball. Falls down untouched. 1-2. High cheddar from Grove, misses outside. McCovey fouls another one off. As MV properly notes in the chat, Keefe's control will be the question. He does not give up many hits. Fastball down low. McCovey swings over the top of it. Grove fans him for his first strikeout, and there's one away here in the top of the second. Here's Bobby Thompson. Thompson batting .257 in the postseason. Takes a fastball inside. 2 homers, 5 RBIs for the Giants left field. Giants have trotted out the same lineup for the most part. The only change, designated hitter, the platoon between Brandon Belt and the Sarge Gary Matthews, and at second base, changes between Thompson and Kent. Hopped up, outside third, it's in foul ground. Frank Baker's underneath it, puts the squeeze on it, 2 away. So first 2 down in the second. That was the case in the first, though, before the Giants struck. Here's Freddie Lindstrom. Lindstrom, .250 in the postseason, neither a homer nor an RBI. He has played a fine third base. Fastball just off the outside corner. Lindstrom 0 for 4 in Game 1 with a strikeout. Down low, chopped down to first. In between hop, Fox takes it nicely. Takes it to the bag, and the side is retired. So Grove sets the Giants down in order in the top of the second. We head to the bottom half. Baker, Jackson, Campaneris due up for Oakland.
Leading off for the A's, the third baseman, home run.
MV putting his money on the Giants. Frank Baker, .316 so far in the playoffs. Misses inside. A fastball there. Baker swings and misses. 1-1 the count. Big curveball there. Baker swings and misses over the top of it, and the count's 1-2. Keefe can bury those breaking balls in the dirt and get the A's to chase. He's going to have a good day. He'll start laying off of that pitch. Then he's going to have to come at them a bit more. There's another breaking ball swung on and missed. Throw down to first by Posey. Baker's tired, and there's 2 away. So here's Reggie Jackson. Jackson 2-11 in the playoffs. Had the huge performances in games 4 and 5 of the ALCS, with the A's down 2-1 in the series. Both of those home runs you see there, and 6 of those RBIs came in those 2 games. 0-1 offering from Keefe. In off the hands. Jackson fights it off. Count goes to 0-2. Posey sets up inside. Keefe fires. Fastball misses. And the count goes to 1-2. Fires breaking ball, grounded into the shift. Fielded by Thompson. Throw to first. Jackson busting down the line, but Thompson gets him. And there's 2 down. Thompson waited on that ball a bit. And Reggie was busting it out of the box. Still got him, though. Here's Bert Campaneris. Campaneris, 400 so far in the playoffs, 2 RBIs. He didn't play in the division series. Actually, he played once in the division series and had the walk-off hit in game 2. Skies this one out to right center. Mays ranging over. He'll get there. Puts it away. And the side is retired. So a 1-2-3 inning for Keefe. We head to the top of the 3rd here in Oakland. Game 2 of the World Series. San Francisco leads it 1-0. Here's the Sarge, Gary Matthews. Matthews batting .350 in the playoffs. The A's pretty locked in to going 4 deep in the rotation in this series. Catfish Hunter, exceptional in the ALCS, will pitch Game 3. Tim Hudson is slated to pitch Game 4. If things go sideways for the A's, you could see Waddell take that Game 4 start. But Tim Hudson, certainly a fine pitcher in his own right, as Matthews grounds out to Murphy for the first out. So 1 down, the order turns over. Here's Alvin Dark to face Lefty Grove. Breaking ball misses down low. There's the man. Beatles Eternally joins us. How are you, my friend? I hope all is well. Getting a little break from work, hopefully. I know you have been very busy lately. Appreciate you giving a few minutes here. Line shot in the center. That's a base hit for Dark. A 1-out single in the center. Walker gets it back in. So Dark is on. That'll bring up Robbie Thompson. Yes, he was. Beatles notes Waddell was dominant last night. Yeah, he didn't need all 14 runs. But it certainly let him kind of be on cruise control. First double-digit strikeout performance of the postseason by any pitcher. Waddell fanned 13 over 8 innings. The only blemish, the home run to McCovey. Fly ball to right. Jackson takes a step in That's all he has to do. And there's 2 down.
The center fielder, number 24, Willie Mays.
So now here's Willie Mays. Mays tripled his first time up off the wall and right. Off that scoreboard above the main fence. If that ball had been a few feet to the right, Mays would have had himself a solo homer. Didn't matter as Mel Ott later drove him in with the double. First pitch strike there from Grove. Breaking ball, Mays shoots another one well the other way. That one hooks foul, though. So Grove ahead of Mays 0-2 here. See if they send Dark to possibly preserve the at-bat for Mays. Just in case Dark gets thrown out. That fastball misses away. It's 1-2. Fastball on the corner. Great pitch from Grove. There is nothing Willie Mays can do with that ball. Right at the knees, right on the black. Beautiful pitch from Grove. The side is retired. We head to the bottom of the third. It's 1-0 Giants. So here's Danny Murphy. Murphy inserted back in. Murphy hasn't played since I believe it's game 2 of the ALCS. 0-56 in the postseason. Marcus Semien will sit out this one. Breaking ball in there from Keefe. 4-1. Now he goes away. 1-1 the count. Rocks and deals. Fastball at the top of the zone. That pitch served Rube Waddell very, very well last night. Obviously a different home plate umpire. But Waddell last night was burying fastballs high in the zone and then burying his breaking stuff down low. And the Giants just could never find their rhythm against him. Another fastball from Keefe. Count goes to 1-2. Breaking ball, checked his swing. They say he didn't go. So Murphy able to hold up. Count goes to 2-2. Another breaking ball. Murphy yanks that one, but foul. Outside third. Keep the count at 2-2. There's a fastball. Murphy fouls it off. So tough at bat here for Murphy. Perhaps sitting a few games give him a little bit of a reset, as he was abysmal before he started sitting. Breaking ball. Murphy ground ball up the middle. Ranging to his left is Dark. Throws over to first. McCovey squeezes it, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, the catcher.
So Murphy will head back to the dugout. Wally Shang will step in. Shang batting .205 in the playoffs. No homers, 4 RBIs. Shang has played every day. Kurt Suzuki left sitting on the bench. That one misses. Count goes 1-0. Keefe rocks and deals. Curveball misses away. Again, if Keefe is going to be out of the zone, the A's need to not chase. Went into a whole different area was an understatement, but it was fun. High fastball misses up top. 3-0 the count. Ricky Henderson waits on deck. Misses up high, ball 4. So Shang throws the free pass. First walk issued by Keefe. And now here's Ricky Henderson. 0-for-1 grounded out in the first. Stomper making some weird motions atop the A's dugout. Stuff that would get him arrested if it was done near a school. Keefe looks in and delivers. Fastball on the inside corner. That's a great spot for the fastball from Keefe. Looking to Henderson. They send the runner. Now Shang's going to have to get back. Odd choice there. Going with the hit and run. Ricky pops it up. Shang gets back with no problem. There's 2 down. So here's Tilly Walker. Walker 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. There's a shot down the right field line, slicing foul. Oh and 1 the count to Walker. Fastball at the knees. Oh, 2 offering. Here's Keefe looks in. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Strike 3. Walker goes down a second time. And the side is retired. Sir Timothy looking outstanding once again for the Giants. We are a third of the way through here in Oakland. Not the fireworks there were in Game 1. We head to the top of 4. San Francisco leads it 1-0. Appreciate you all joining me here for the FSBL World Series as Mel Ott steps in. Ott, an RBI double his first time up. He went back-to-back after Mays' triple. Fastball misses down low. Here's the offering. Two and 0 the count. Here to Ott. Grove deals. Fastball at the top of the zone. That's called high. Grove kind of rolls his eyes back in his head. Keefe's gotten that call a couple times. Grove wondering why he's not getting the same grace. And now it's 3-0 as he works to Ott. Fastball. Ott swings 3-0 and laces it into right, but right at Jackson. So Ott given the green light, despite, though he did double the first time up, he has swung a fairly cold bat since the start of the championship series. But he is Mel Ott. He did have an outstanding regular season, and he hit that ball on the screws, but right at Reggie for out number 1. Here's Buster Posey. Takes the first pitch strike from Grove. Another breaking ball. Posey checks his swing. They don't even appeal. They say he held up. Shang signals he wants Grove up in the zone here. He does it, and that time he gets the call. Called strike there. Count goes to 1-2. Fastball struck him out. Fastball on the inside corner. Another great location from Grove. Third strikeout as Posey retreats back to the dugout. That is a money pitch there from lefty Grove. That is near the hands on the inside corner. There's just nothing Posey can do about that. He can act like he doesn't like the call, but that's a beautiful pitch, and there's 2 down here in the 4th. Here's Willie McCovey. McCovey 0 for 1. Fastball in there for a called strike. McCovey struck out his first time up. Again, Stretch homered in Game 1, the only run for the Giants. Fouls this one off the other way. Again, once this World Series wraps up, the channel will turn to the Legend Sports Universe Football League for probably 2 to 3 weeks. It'll take me to get through that season. And then That'll also be time as McCovey slaps a grounder down to Baker, who throws him out and retires the side. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Giants still leading it 1-0. Fox, McGuire, and Baker coming up. So football will kind of have things to itself for a couple of weeks while I do all the updates and get the new draftees imported into this league and all that kind of stuff. But the Franchise Stars Baseball League, Year 2, should pick up right around Labor Day. I'm guessing it's going to be about 3 weeks for me to do any of the changes I need to do for that. Fastball up high. I may drop a couple of other baseball things in the interim during that while I'm working on it. May bring back the all-time baseball league with Out of the Park. Do a couple of those broadcasts and a couple of other tidbits. I know people have asked about league setup and custom league setup and stuff like that. I may dabble in a few things like that, kind of ideas, tutorials, ratings, conversations, etc. in that interim period. Shot by Fox in the center, and that's a base hit. So Jimmy Fox has heated up for the A's, and that's a good omen for Oakland. Racked the double his first time up, smokes a single here. Had the big 3-run jack last night. So Double X getting hot at the right time. He is so strong. He is hot. He is hitting balls right on the screws. So a leadoff single for Fox. Here's McGuire. Curveball on the outside corner. McGuire struck out his first time up. Fastball on the inside corner. So Keefe ahead of McGuire. No, I'm sorry. That one pitch was called a ball. Apologies. I thought there were 2 strikes there. In the hole, diving stop by Dark. His only play will be the first for McGuire. McGuire is safe. It's an infield hit for Mark McGuire, and the A's have the first 2 runners on here in the bottom of the 4th. Nice play there by Dark to knock it down. That's a great quote. Ted Williams said you could blindfold him and he could still tell you when Fox was batting. It sounded like an explosion. I can believe that. Frank Baker shot deep to right. This is carrying. Ott's back at the wall. He makes the catch on the track. Fox will tag up, go to third. Frank Baker did not miss a home run by much. It appears the wind blowing out a little bit to right. That did not look like it was going to come that close to leaving the yard. Here's Reggie Jackson. One down, the tying run on third. Oh, and 1 the count. Curveball misses inside. Another breaking ball. Jackson fouls it off down the left-hand side. That's okay, MV. It happens to all of us. Another breaking ball, and Jackson is frozen. Reggie was looking heat there, and Keefe comes back down to the curveball, and Jackson is frozen. Beautiful pitch from Keefe. Jackson goes down, and it's going to be up to Bert Campaneris to try to bring that run in. Fastball in there for a called strike. Yeah, I started getting too busy at work to stay with that conversation last night. Shot down the right field line. That's a fair ball for Bert Campaneris. It's heading into the corner. Fox scores. Relay comes in. McGuire holds at third. But Bert Campaneris ties this game with a bloop double down the right field line. We're tied at 1 here in Game 2. That's a curveball down out of the zone. Campaneris golfs it down the right field line and pulls in with the RBI double. Here's Danny Murphy. Big at bat here. 2 runners in scoring position. Campaneris runs well. Murphy gets a hit here. This is probably a 3-1 game. Murphy fouls it back. Keefe is ahead of him 0-2. Fastball misses down low. These are 2 outstanding rotations locking up. Carl Humble obviously roughed up last night. Pitch gets past. The run comes home. Posey, swing and a miss. It was a strikeout. He tries to get Murphy at first. Murphy is safe. The run scores. The strikeout becomes a wild pitch, and Oakland takes a 2-1 lead. Unbelievably bad luck here for the Giants. Keefe fools Murphy, pitch in the dirt, gets past Posey, and Murphy beats it out. McGuire comes home, and the A's take the 2-1 lead. Fastball up the middle, that's a base hit. Another run scores, Campaneris comes home. It's an RBI single. Wally Shang comes through, and it's 3-1 Oakland. You gotta wonder if Keefe maybe should have taken a minute there to try to get his composure. After that wild pitch, you strike a guy out, you think you're out of the inning. Henderson fouls it off to the right-hand side. It was in the dirt. It's certainly not Posey's fault. Another pitch down in the dirt. We talked about control before. MV rightly brought it up. Keeps control, and he hasn't been walking guys, but he's throwing a lot of stuff in the dirt out of the zone. Hot smash to second. Thompson throws Henderson out, and the side is retired. But the A's strike, take the 3-1 lead. We head to the top of the 5th. 3-1 Oakland. So here's Bobby Thompson. He's going to try to get things going for the Giants. Dwayne notes that was crazy. Yes, it was. That's just, that's terrible luck. I mean, Keefe is throwing so well, but he has thrown that pitch in the dirt a lot. A lot of breaking stuff. Fastball. That's called a ball. That looked like a good pitch from Grove. Fastball misses up high. It's 2-0. Beatles notes put Keefe on a short leash. Yeah, I mean, going down 2-0 in this series would be really, really rough for the Giants. Shot in the left. It short hops Ricky. Ricky looked like he was contemplating laying out for that ball. He held up, and then he kind of got caught in between on the short hop. Fortunately, keeps it in front of him. So Bobby Thompson is on with the leadoff single here in the top of the 5th. In steps Freddie Lindstrom. Shot, smashed. Oh, what a play. Jimmy Fox, he tried to slap the tag on. They said he avoided the tag and got back to first. That ball was scalded at Jimmy Fox. Oh, it's not going to let me go to the replay. Oh, well. He'd already started the motion. Breaking ball. Matthews out into left. Henderson comes on, puts it away, and there's 2 down. Grove is starting to leave a few of those breaking balls up in the zone, and he might get himself into trouble if he keeps doing that. Here's Alvin Dark. Dark is 1 for 2. Fastball. Up and away for ball 1. No need to shout, Beatles. No, I got you. Yes, they are. They're seeing him well. Like I said, he's put that breaking ball early on in the game. He was keeping it down, and now it's kind of drifting up a little bit. And put a hanging curveball over the plate to pretty much anyone in this Giants lineup, and it can end up in the seats. Fastball in there for the called strike. It's 2-1. There's a shot, fouled off. Count is 2-2. I wrote an article previewing this series that I posted on the Legend Sports Universe website. And in that article, as the count goes full here, Robbie Thompson waiting on deck, I noted the bullpens are the biggest difference between these two teams at this point. You know, Oakland's bullpen, that's a shot down the right field line, slices just foul. The bullpens at this point so far, and this was entering this series, Oakland's bullpen with a 3.22 earned run average in the playoffs. The Giants' bullpen has been 7.71. Shot slicing, Reggie gets over there, puts it away, and the side is retired. ATG pops in. How are you, my friend? Thank you for checking in. Any of you guys have the show, check out ATG's stuff. Look them up on Twitter and stuff like that and on the Discord. You will really, really enjoy the stuff that these guys do. They have the same kind of attention to detail that I do as far as doing rosters properly. They did great Negro League work. And they've got a couple of years. ATG, feel free to post the years because I don't remember them exactly. I think it's 1914. They've done the 1984 set as well. I believe both of those were 422 and 423. But they do really good work, and they're good guys. They share the same passion for baseball that a lot of us here in this chat do. So certainly go check out their stuff. You guys will enjoy it. They saw my stuff, and they were nice enough to let me into their Discord to kind of share my work along with their community, which was greatly appreciated. Curveball at the top of the zone. Here's the pitch from Keefe to Walker. Walker slices it foul down the right-hand side. Count stays at 3-2. Keefe needs a shutdown inning here. Fastball on the inside corner, strike 3. Tilly Walker having a tough time with Keefe today. He goes down for the 3rd time. Here's Jimmy Fox. Fox 2 for 2. Again, Fox really heating up. The big 3-run homer in game 1. He's got 2 hits today. Breaking ball, Fox crushes that one, but well out in front of it. That was a hanging curveball from Keefe, and Fox almost sent that one in the moon. Another high curveball. That one's in there for a strike. ATG, feel free to drop whatever your details are of the projects that you and your group have done for the show into the chat here. A few of these guys would definitely love to get on board with that as far as checking out your stuff. 1-2 the count. Fastball just below the knees. Keefe wanted that one, but it was low, and the count goes to 2-2. Comes up and in, and now it's 3-2. Count full to double X. McGuire waits on deck. Breaking ball, ground ball up the middle, diving stop. What a play! Alvin Dark. Oh my goodness, Alvin Dark with a beautiful diving stop up the middle. Check this out. What a play by Dark. Diving stop, rolls over, throws from his keister, and gets Fox at first for out number 2. Beautifully done by Alvin Dark. Here's Mark McGwire. Fastball misses up high. McGwire single and a run scored. He's 1 for 2. Yes, that Lefty Gomez quote is one of the most famous ones about Fox. I remember hearing that quote way back when I was a kid about Fox. My first books when I was little about baseball that really got me into the history of it, I think it was Donald Honig, I think is the name. Koenig, something like that. And they did 2 books, American League and National League. And they were thick and they were big and they were all about the history and lots of photos and all that kind of stuff that, when I was 8 or 9 years old, I could process and stuff like that. And that got me so much into the history of the game and all that kind of stuff. I think I still have those books somewhere, actually. I wouldn't have given those up, just for nostalgia purposes. Fastball misses up high. Keefe not happy with that call. He wants 2-2. Instead, it's 3-1 as he works to McGwire here in the bottom of the 5th. Fastball struck him out. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was 2-2 also. I wanted it to be 2-2 also. Strike 2 as McGwire swings and misses. Breaking ball. Oh, my goodness. Mark McGwire deep to left field. Forget that, folks. That is way out of here. And Tim Keefe is furious. He thought he should be out of that at bat. And instead, the ball is out of the park. It's 4-1 Oakland. Mark McGwire obliterates one deep into the night here in Oakland. McGwire knew that one off the bat. Almost hits a bird. Ends up well into the seats. It is 4-1 A's.
Now batting, third baseman, home run, Baker.
Fastball misses away. And Keefe is fighting some luck here, too. He struck. I struck Danny Murphy out before, which should have been the 3rd out. Ends up being a wild pitch because it gets by Posey. Leads to 2 more runs scoring in that inning that shouldn't have. Borderline call here that he thought he should have had. Would have had McGwire. And on the next pitch, McGwire hits one that's charted by NASA. And it's 4-1 Oakland. Baker chases the high heater. Count goes to 2-2. 22 pitches this inning for Keefe. He's been virtually perfect in the postseason entering today. 3-0 in his 3 playoff starts. Breaking ball inside, swung on and missed. So down goes Baker. Keefe barks at the home plate ump as he walks off the field. But Mark McGwire has made this a 4-1 ball game as we head to the top of the 6th. So here's Robbie Thompson to face lefty Grove. Grove has started to look a little bit shaky, but he's managed to make the pitches he needs to make. Fastball there on the outside corner. Shanks signals he wants him to work high, and he does. Thompson out to right field. Jackson ranging over, puts it away, and there's one down.
Center fielder, number 23. Really?
I would love to get in on 23. ATG, I can't restart this project. I've made 1,000 guys. I can't go and start it from scratch. But I definitely encourage all you guys to check out the work that those guys do. Got a group of guys that care about what they're doing, and the results kind of show. Fly ball out there to Walker.
Now batting, number 4.
2 down. Here's Melott. Getting through here would be huge. That's exactly what Grove needs. Grove needs an easy inning. This Giants team can certainly fire back quickly. Yeah, I think the year-to-year thing is so brutal to me. It's just, it's so annoying. I don't understand the purpose. Why would you take something out that you used to have? It makes no sense. The only logic behind it, and I guarantee this is why they're doing it, is because if they can't think of something to add as an upgrade to the game one year, they're going to bring year-to-year back and tout it like as a new feature, when it's really just reinserting a feature they took away. So now they kind of are going to keep it in their back pocket for if they need something because they feel like they're short on upgrades. Fly ball on the left. Henderson's underneath it. Ott is retired. Grove cruises through the 6th. Reggie Jackson, Burt Campaneris, Danny Murphy coming up for the A's. Lead this one 4-1 here in Game 2. And Keefe's day is done. Tim Keefe is coming out after 5. They'll leave him to fight another day. Here's Tim Lincecum. Lincecum 0-2 in the regular season. He was a September call-up. This will be his first appearance of the postseason.
The right fielder, Reggie Jackson.
You know, I just felt like I was getting to be adequate at making faces in 22, and then I hear that they changed the whole system for 23. I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding me. Felix Rodriguez, Madison Bumgarner, neither of which have been good in the postseason, both throwing in the pen. But I got to get a feeling that as long as Lincecum throws well, Lincecum will stay in this game for the Giants. Jackson scalds this one out to center, but Mays is there. Puts it away, and there's 1 down. Love the chat, guys. Always good to do these broadcasts, and this is why the playoffs, I've got to do these live. I can do the premieres and pre-record them and stuff like that, but I'm trying to make time to do all these live. It's just such a different vibe. If you are watching, I greatly appreciate you banging that like button if you have not as of yet. Popped up, surprising a bunt attempt there. Put away by Posey, and there's 2 down. So Campaneris tries to lay 1 down, but muffs it. 2 away quickly for Lincecum here in the 6th. Here's Danny Murphy. Murphy is 0 for 2. He's struck out and grounded out. I forget who it was. One of the guys in ATG's Discord group had reached out to me about possibly coming on their podcasty thing or whatever that they do at some point to talk about projects and ratings and this and that, which I'm looking forward to once we can kind of make the scheduling aspect of that work. Hopefully sometime between when this World Series is done and I get year 2 going. Murphy on the ground, picked by Lindstrom. Throws across the diamond, and the side is retired. So good work by Lincecum out of the pen. But the Giants' bats have been stymied. 1 run in Game 1, only 1 run here in Game 2 thus far. Posey, McCovey, and Bobby Thompson will try to change that. We head to the 7th. Oakland leads 4-1. Closing in on 300 subscribers, guys. That's want to help me get there. I think I'm 6 away, something like that. I get a toaster or something if you get me to 300. Justin Dukeshire, Grant Balfour throwing in the A's bullpen. Grove starts the 7th. Pitch count is low for Grove. Only at 67 pitches. Fastball misses away. Grove has got a couple big strikeouts when he's needed them. He's made a couple big pitches when he's needed them. The Giants have hit a few balls hard off of him, make no mistake. But still, at the end of the day, there's only one run in. It's behind Posey 3-0, though, here in the top of the 7th. Fastball in there for a called strike. Here's the offering. Fastball misses up high, ball 4. So Grove walks the leadoff man. Here's Willie McCovey. McCovey 0 for 2. Again, the National League home run leader during the regular season. The last 6 weeks of the season, Willie McCovey was absolutely unconscious. He had something like 13 home runs over the final 6 weeks. He's hit 4 so far in the playoffs, including the lone run in Game 1. We'll see what the leash is on Grove at this point. It's not about pitch count, but if there's any sense that Grove is getting tagged, you got to wonder if Oakland will turn to that bullpen and get him out of here. 2-0 pitch, fastball high. McCovey swings and misses. It's 2-1. Fastball misses outside. There's the pitch. McCovey laces it into center. That's a base hit. Walker brings it in. Runner takes a slow turn around third, but Posey's not going to test that. No reason to. So now the Giants, you got to feel like this is where the Giants need to do something. They do not need to come back all the way on the 3 runs here, but they need to get something on the board here in the 7th. Grove stays in for now. Here's Bobby Thompson. Forkball misses down low. It's 1-0. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I told the story on here before. Broadcasting is originally what I wanted to do. I ended up in sports journalism, and that's what I've done for my career forever. But I actually went to college playing baseball. Ground ball down to first. Fox to Campaneris. Back to Fox. 3-6-3 double play. Beautifully done by Fox and Campaneris. And that is a dagger to the Giants. Thompson smashes this one down at Fox, who picks it beautifully. Nifty turn there by Campaneris with McCovey bearing down on him. And it's a double play and 2 down here in the top of the 7th. I'll get back to that story in a moment. Fastball misses down low to Lindstrom. So I went down there to play ball. I was going to North Carolina State, and I messed my arm up. I tore my rotator, and I just kind of pouted and got immature about it. And there was other stuff going on down there at the time, too, and I was like, I just need a reset. And I left school. I took a semester off, and I transferred. And when I transferred, after my transfer had gone through, the place I transferred cut their broadcasting program as part of the fund cut to help fund the football program. I think Beals eternally will appreciate that. To fund the jump for the football program, the jump up to Division I. So they cut some scholastic programs as part of the funding cut for that, and broadcasting was cut there. And at that point, I wasn't going to transfer again. So I just stayed there, and I always liked journalism anyway, and journalism was going to be my minor. So I went into journalism, and that's where it's been since then. So once I started realizing that people would possibly actually watch doing some of this, it's kind of like, oh, all right, I get to do broadcasting now. So now at 49 years old. Line shot into right to lead off the bottom of the 7th, and the Giants coming out of that top of the 7th with nothing makes you feel like they are just going to go into this 2-0 hole. The A's, these first 2 games, have done pretty much everything right. Leadoff single there for Shang here in the bottom of the 7th. Henderson 0 for 3. Fastball in there to Henderson. Hey, that's all right. I was a pitcher. I was a pitcher as well. Um, and one of my favorite, somewhat embarrassing, but it's still a cool story to tell. My brush with the majors. So Andy Barkett was a big gun down there at State when I went down there. My whole time pitching Little League, high school, whatever, I never gave up a home run. And we're playing fall ball inter-squad stuff right after I get down there. And, you know, they liked what they had heard of me, whatever. They used all the scholarship money. Said, you have to come down here, but you'd be a walk-on if you came on. And you have to try it. And I made it. I was basically the last guy on the roster. I probably wouldn't have seen legitimate game action until my junior year. But I'm throwing in an inter-squad game. And Andy Barkett, who had a cup of coffee in the majors with the Pirates, I believe. Barkett, this is September of '92. Barkett hit a ball off of me that still hasn't landed. I don't know if they ever found this thing, but if we ever go to the moon again, they might find it with some rocks. And it was like, oh, all right, this is the step up in class. But and like I turned around, and I kind of laughed. I was like, holy shit, this is so new. Yeah, so that was kind of my wake up call to the new level I was at, and then my shoulder was all botched and all that kind of crap because my mechanics were garbage, and ultimately that caught up with me, and I at that point lacked the maturity to kind of say, hey, let's buckle down here and get your stuff right and come back. And I mean, I was never going to be like a prospect or anything like that. I was strictly going to be a college, guy playing in college. Ground ball to third, Lindstrom with the tag, throws on to first, 5-5-3 double play there, nicely done by Lindstrom, and there's two away here in the bottom of the seventh. Apologize, deviating from the play-by-play for a little bit, but I've still got my old NC State baseball t-shirt sitting around here somewhere. So here's Jimmy Fox. Fox 2 for 3. He has put on a show. Single and double, nice play. Hits this one out to left. Lazy fly. Thompson makes the play, and that ends the inning. So we're through 7 in Oakland. We head to the top of the 8th. Matthews, Dark, and Thompson coming up for the Giants. They are 6 outs away from going in a 2-0 series hole. They trail 4-1. A 6 ERA gas can. I'd love to get back into adult leagues. For one thing, I work nights, so that makes it really hard. But I also worried I'd be too arrogant about it, where if I go out there and I pitch, and even though I haven't pitched in 25 years, I go out there and some 50-year-old plumber hits one 400 feet off of me. I just sit there and just lose my absolute crap. So I haven't done it. Fastball from Grove. I'll tell you, Grove has given up enough hard contact that it's surprising that he's in this game, but he's only at 85 pitches. He's only allowed 1 run, and he's made every money pitch that he's had to make so far in this one. A gutty effort from lefty Grove. 1-2 offering at the knees, strike 3. Matthews doesn't like it. The ump doesn't care. 5th strikeout for lefty Grove. There's 1 away here in the top of the 8th. Yeah, Beatles. Oh, absolutely. The immense talent to make to the majors. Yeah. It's funny. Ground ball here to third, and there's 2 down. Here is Dark grounds out. And just the Giants look a bit listless at this point. They've kind of had the life taken out of them. They are in desperate need of the off day to try to regroup, I think. Here's Robbie Thompson. Thompson's 0 for 3. And back to the play-by-play. I'll tell another story quickly after this game wraps up before I got to sign off and get to work. I'll fire it off between innings, actually. Shot fouled off to right. 1-1 the count here as Grove works to Thompson. Catfish Hunter will start Game 3 for the A's. Joe McGinnity will start Game 3 for the Giants. Shang signals he wants it up high. Grove deals. Thompson won't chase. Count goes to 2-2. Fastball just off the outside corner. 3-2 the count. Willie Mays looms on deck. I don't wonder if Grove walks Thompson, will he get Mays? It's a moot point. Thompson fly ball out to center. Tilly Walker ranges over, puts it away, and the side is retired. So Grove goes through 8, allows 1. We head to the bottom of the 8th here in Oakland. Game 2. A's lead the Giants 4-1. So there's a very popular independent league team called the Long Island Ducks. And the Ducks started pretty soon after I got out of college. As McGuire steps in here. And all my friends, like, you have to go to the tryout. You have to go to the tryout. You're the best pitcher we ever faced. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, guys, you have no idea. All the guys who are going to be at that Ducks tryout are going to be guys who've already, like, been drafted, have been in the minors for whatever reason, injury or whatever like that. They fell to the wayside. But every guy at this independent league tryout is going to be of a level that I never reached. And, like, people don't get it. They just don't. Like, it's the gap between each tier is just kind of, like, it's kind of staggering. But yeah, I would not have been able to do anything at, going out for something like that. My curveball was too erratic. I could hit a dime from 60 feet 6 inches. I kept the ball down. I didn't give up homers. But, I mean, I was never clocked over 90. The fastest I was ever officially clocked was 89, and and I had a great changeup, but my breaking stuff was too erratic, and I never polished it enough to ever go anything beyond that. Frank Baker is in, 0 for 3 on the day. Sinker from Lincecum tails outside. Lincecum's done a nice job here out of the pen, relieving Keefe. The Giants have been unable to break through against lefty Grove. I won't be shocked if Grove starts the 9th. Frank Baker, deep drive to right, and home run Baker earns the moniker. It is now 5-1. Baker's second home run of the postseason, deep to right, and the A's are living right. 5-1 Oakland. I jinxed Lincecum. I apologize to Timmy for that. That's happened a lot in these playoffs. I say a player is doing well, and then he does something bad. That's happened a lot. Baker is very excitable. Mistake pitch from Lincecum, and Baker makes him pay for it. Into the seats and right. It is 5-1 Oakland. Here's Reggie Jackson. So what I was saying is I won't be surprised if Grove starts the 9th. If I was actually manually managing this, or if it was just, real life and I'm managing it, I'd probably put Fingers in there anyway, even though it's a 4-run lead right now, just because Fingers' last appearance was the Game 6 home run, the 3-run shot from Manny Ramirez that blew the game against the Indians, which was Fingers' first blown save of the playoffs. He was 4 for 4 before that. Shot out to left. Deep drive. And it's off the top of the wall. That one had a lot of hang time to it, and now Lincecum, again, thanks to my compliment, is now getting scalded. Reggie slams one off the wall. It's a 1-out double for Reggie Jackson, who stands at second. And you can see the body language of these two teams vastly different at the moment. The Giants' heads are hanging. The A's have a bit of swagger. They are feeling it right now. Here's Bert Campaneris. Campaneris 1 for 3. Agreed, Beatles. And I don't think it's just baseball. I think it's any sport. Like, people are just like, oh, you played and you were good. Like, yes, but the gap between being good and the gap between professionals in any sport is ridiculously huge. Like, one of my good friends, he made it into the minors for the Cardinals, and he was a pitcher. He was significantly better than I was. So, like, I made it to D1. He made it to the minors, and that was a significant difference. The difference between him and the majors is like another significant difference. It's just the gap. And I imagine that it's like that in all the sports, too. Because being a professional, like, there's a reason why the success rate is so low. 2-2 the count. Lincecum working to Campaneris. Shot foul down the right side. Crowd here in Oakland feeling it as well. That's a hanging breaking ball. Lincecum got away with one there. That was a slider that slid right into the middle of the plate. Sinker there inside. Campaneris turns it. Two offering. Slider swung on and missed. Down goes Campaneris, and there's 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th.
Up next for Oakland, the second baseman, Danny Murphy.
So here's Danny Murphy stepping in with 2 outs. Reggie Jackson still on second for the A's. The A's have outscored the Giants 19-2 in these first 2 games. Fastball on the corner. The Giants were the second highest scoring offense in baseball during the regular season, 1 run behind the St. Louis Cardinals, who they knocked off in the National League Championship Series. The A's were 3rd in scoring. High fly ball to left. It's going to hang up, though. Thompson's underneath it, puts it away, and that retires the A's here in the 8th. But home run Baker goes deep to extend the lead. We go to the top of the 9th. A's lead the Giants 5-1 here in Game 2. So now we'll see the pitching decision. And Grove is going to stay in. He'll face the heart of the order here. Willie Mays starts things off. Grove is at 93 pitches. It has been a gritty outing, but certainly a successful one. 1 run allowed over 8. I still think, even in a 4-run game, you've got to have a short leash here with Grove, though. You get a runner on. I think you go to the pen. Back to the mound. Grove snares it. Throw to first. He gets Mays, and there's 1 down. As Bernard rightly notes, the Giants are up against it. This 8 coming back to take 4 out of 5 against this A's team is going to be really, really difficult, especially with Catfish Hunter pitching as well as he is. That one is pulled foul. The Giants have to find a way to get their bats back in order. Fastball off the plate. Ott reaches and fouls it off. But Grove's ahead of Ott 0-2. Oakland crowd on their feet here. Breaking ball, Ott watches it. Fastball was fouled off. Offering from Grove, breaking ball, yanked down the right field line, but it hooks foul. I hit that one hard. But the count stays at 1-2. Grove into the windup. Fastball misses up high, 2-2 the count. Grove now over the 100 pitch mark. Grove, a somewhat erratic season. Ott pulls that curveball foul. Count stays at 2-2. 13-10, a 3.6 earned run average. He was dominant early. He was miserable in the middle. And then he settled into solid, if unspectacular, down the stretch. Yeah, I got to poke around the stances and see if they have his in there. I didn't really look at that, but I should, because Ott's stance was certainly distinctive. Ground ball up the middle. Campaneris gets a glove on it, but is unable to make the play. They're going to call that an infield base hit. That's a courtesy to Bert Campaneris. Campaneris himself will tell you he should come up with that ball. But Ott is on. It's a one-out base runner, and here's Buster Posey. Even though that was one that wasn't really his fault, I probably would have gotten Grove out of there at this point. You might let him stay in through McCovey since you have a lefty after. And this A's team really doesn't have a lefty in the bullpen. I think that Ken Holtzman is out there. That's really the only lefty that the staff, just by the way it ended up happening of the draw, they're just not lefty heavy in the bullpen. Pretty much everybody's a righty. But if Posey gets on, McCovey then comes up with the ability to make it a one-run game. Fly ball to right. It's carrying. Jackson looks like he has a beat on it. Puts it down. Reggie plays that pretty casually as he reaches the track. A little smile into the fans in the seats in right that he had it all the way. So 2 down. The Giants down to their final out here in Game 2. Here's Willie McCovey. McCovey 1 for 3. Breaking ball down in the dirt. Runner goes. Unnecessarily. He's in there safe. That run doesn't mean anything, though. Can't take a chance making the last out on the bases. No Ott trying to make something happen. Fastball misses down and away. 2-0 the count to McCovey. High fastball there. Grove gets the strike call. Fastball misses low. It's 3-1. Bobby Thompson waits on deck for the Giants. Grove looking to finish off a terrific performance. Fastball. McCovey takes it. It's in there for a strike. The count is full. Crowd exhorting Grove through this at bat. McCovey stands ready. Pitch from Grove. Struck him out with the forkball. Lefty Grove punctuates the game with the strikeout. And the side is retired. The game is over. And the A's have taken a 2-0 lead here in the World Series. That's right, Beatles. Good reference. Good reference. Ruth in the 26th World Series on the bases. Well, Babe wasn't paid to run the bases. So your final line score, the A's 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors. The Giants 1 run, 6 hits, no errors. Lefty Grove, the complete game. 6-hitter allows the 1 run. Tim Keefe struggled a bit. He had some bad luck to go along with that. Post-game comments from Keefe, particularly on the umpiring on the eventual McGuire home run, would certainly be worth listening to. But the A's just haven't done anything wrong in the first 2 games. Beatles senses a sweep here. Right now, that's hard to argue with. They're just doing everything right. They've made really key defensive plays when they've had to squash a potential rally. The pitching has been outstanding. The bats are alive. They're not chasing. Tim Keefe, as MV properly noted earlier on, Keefe's control can be a little wonky. If you chase and help him out, you do great service to him because he doesn't give up a ton of hits. But the A's didn't chase. They made him come to them, and they made him pay for mistakes when he made them. So the A's lead things 2-0 here. Lefty Grove, complete game. He did walk 6. I didn't realize he had walked that many. I guess they were just kind of scattered, so it didn't really register that he had walked that many. He walked 6. He struck out 6. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm reading that line wrong. He walked 1. Yeah, walked 1. 6 hits, 6 strikeouts. 1 walk, 1 run allowed. Tim Keefe, 5 innings, allowed 6 hits. He struck out 8. Only walked the 1, gave up the 3 runs. The Giants are in trouble here, folks. They are in trouble. They are too good to count out. They won 109 games during the regular season. They can certainly explode. But right now, the A's look like every bit the team that won 111 games during the regular season. Guys, I thank you so much for joining me here. Again, kindly like and subscribe if you have not as of yet. A huge thank you to Beatles Eternally, Dwayne Martz, YouTube Network, Bernard Strom Sports Replays, ATG for checking in. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for popping by here. Everybody go follow him, follow each other, check out each other's videos. It's a lot of good, fun, impressive stuff from everybody. MV, thank you. Check out MV's stuff as well. Another great listen to check in on there. But scrolling back, I don't think I missed anybody. If I did, I humbly apologize. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm not sure I'm going to do Game 3 tonight. It depends on when I get out of work. I might, because I think the Mets and Yankees are both off today, so I might be able to get out of work a little bit early tonight. So there's tentatively Game 3 tonight. If not, then there will be another broadcast around this time tomorrow. That one's a definite. I'll definitely do another broadcast around 12:30 tomorrow here on the channel. So tune in for that. I'll bang out an article about this game as well. I'll try to get up on the website sometime later on today. Guys, thanks again. Enjoy the rest of your day. If any of you have broadcasts coming up, feel free to drop them there into the chat quick before we sign off here or down in the comments. Hopefully, I'll catch you all later. Be good to each other, guys, and we'll talk soon. The Oakland A's take a 2-0 lead in the first FSBL World Series.